What's going on, guys? Alan here. Welcome back to the channel, and today it's going to be an LED day. Before I jump into it, I'm going to explain a little bit about LEDs in general. So if you're looking to do an upgrade in a halogen housing, LEDs are not meant to go in a halogen housing, so you want to do your research. There are websites out there who do it all for you. You know, F150LEDs.com, 4x4 truckleds.com, trucksled.com. Those are all good places to find LEDs for your halogen housings. You're going to pay quite a bit more, but it's, I mean, generally plug and play. If you do 4-scan, you can cancel out your turn signals and stuff like that. But the bulb out minder, that is. But if not, like, all of mine are LEDs with the exception of the 9145 fog lamps, which are horrible because the stock halogens don't match. They're just terrible. So one thing that I have going for me though is these housings are square. They're rectangle, because your LED, you want it to span on the horizon, not vertical, or else you're not going to get any light scatter. You're going to get it up and down. So in this case, I order SNGL LEDs for mine. I run a 3000K in the wintertime because it helps kind of shine through that snow, kind of warms it up a little bit, and then in the summertime I use 6000K that matches the headlights. So I just got a whole bunch of LEDs from Amazon, and one of them, I got a bunch for the golf cart too, but one of them is the SNGL 9145 6000K. Get these right off of Amazon for 40 bucks, and for the 9145 replacement, these line up perfect. You don't have to adjust anything. The light scatter is vertical. The surface mount diodes are on the left and the right, so everything works out perfect on these. So open them up, check them out. Alright, so here they are right out of the box, and what's going to happen is these guys are going to go in just like this. So your diodes right there are on each side, and they plug in just like that, and they work perfect. So I know I did a long time ago, I did a video on these, and it's summertime. I've got these crummy 6000Ks in there just for looks, because I mean they're terrible. You can see you got a diode on the front and then a bunch of them all the way around it. These don't really work in this housing. It doesn't produce good light output. Now this is going to go on there like that, and it's going to be amazing, and I'll show you guys a night clip with them on and then off as well. So without further ado, I'm going to get these changed. Alright, so this is the comparison I want to show you guys. These are what I pulled out of here. These are just, they're junk. They're junk! I mean, even if they were free, I wouldn't put them in my vehicle. And here I am, I bought them and put them in, but I didn't know anything then. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys. Yeah. So let's do a side-by-side with the them and the housings. Alright, not sure how good you can really tell here, but that fog light just scatters everywhere in this one. I mean, it's more concentrated. I mean, you just tell around the bulb. This one's definitely concentrated. Alright, so you can see them in there in the housing, left and right. Perfect. Now we'll get some night shots. Alright, let's see how well this turns out. So the fog lights are on. Off. Let's see if we can get it a little better. Off. On. Alright guys, I am going to show you different housings now on the golf cart here. These are the round housings that I was able to fit LEDs in. Definitely needed some modification though, because the heat sink on the back of the H3 bulb is quite large. And if you've ever dealt with an H3 bulb before, it's just a little tiny bulb with a filament. I mean, there's nothing else to it. So to retrofit LEDs into it was definitely cheaper than buying an LED headlight kit for this golf cart, and well worth the modification, but it was pretty easy. I'll show you. So the halogen LED bulb, or the halogen bulb, when it was in here, was diagonal here. So there's a mount on the back of this housing, just a black bracket that screws into the headlight assembly here. So all I did was rotate that 90 degrees so it would accept this housing at a different angle, at a 90-degree angle. So this LED bulb can go in this way, so it'll shine on mostly on the horizon. But because this is a round housing, it also is going to project that light around it, but more concentrated along the edge. So that wasn't any big deal, but that's one of the important things. You got to make sure that your LED bulb is placed correctly if you want your maximum light output. And then I put LEDs in the turn signals here too. Can't really see them. There they are. Right there. Turn signals never get used, and they're actually not parking lights, but nice and bright. So here's the headlights. You can see how the concentration of light is definitely horizontal, and that's what you want. So if I wouldn't have rotated the housing 90 degrees, it would be up and down on both sides instead of horizontal. But definitely brighter than the halogens. They look nicer too. I mean, I got 6,000 K, so really nice. But yeah, they work really nice at night. I'll get a shot of it. Here are the LED headlights. They put it in forward. It might work. There we go. They do a really good job of lighting everything up. Alright guys, so that is LEDs in a nutshell. Remember, do your research. It'll always pay off. I've been doing LEDs for 10 years or so, and I did a lot of trial and error, and they've come a long way since then. I mean, they were pretty much garbage then, and you know, I'd get them for like 50 cents a piece from China, but I learned a lot about them and it paid off. Do your research. If you don't want to deal with it and you want plug and play, go to one of the websites I mentioned in the beginning of the video. If you want to have fun and learn on your own, then buy a bunch of cheap ones to try. But hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps you out, and until we meet again, see you guys later.